believe I was here for this meeting. So that's why I won't be here the next one.
Okay, let's get through this.
Okay.
For prestige.
Whatever. All right, I think we'll call the Board of Works meeting to order. Welcome, everyone. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. So we'll start here with the approval of the minutes. And before we do that, let the minutes reflect that all the members are here in present.
They are.
In person, I should say. So
No roll calls today.
we're joined online by our city attorney, Scott Royst. So I might ask for an approval of the Board of Works minutes from January 6th. Those minutes were presented.
So moved.
Okay.
I'll second.
All right. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, passed unanimously. All right, well, let's get to the good part of the meeting today here. This morning, we're going to administer the oaths of office to two new firemen, Jacob Johnson and Kyle Martin. Their families are here, which is great to see. This is always a privilege for me to do this. The fact that someone's giving their full attention and training and becoming a full-fledged firefighter, if you will, means an awful lot. There's obviously times where it's not an easy job and where there's danger, and for someone to commit to protecting our citizens is not to be taken lightly, and that's why we administer the oaths of office individually and with respect and with honor. So let's start. I'm going to have Jake and his family come up and stand in front here, and I'll come out and we'll administer the oath of office. All right, I need names. Pardon me? Hayden. All right. I got a smile too. Very good. Well, it's good to see you all, and again, it's a proud moment for your family. So let's get through this, and then we'll get some pictures taken to memorize this or memorialize this. All right, Jake, if you want to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Jacob Johnson, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Indiana, and that I will commit to faithfully discharge my duties as a firefighter for the Warsaw Wayne Fire Territory. To the citizens of the territory, I give my commitment to fulfill this position to the best of my ability, both promoting and protecting with the best interest of the Warsaw Wayne Fire Territory in accordance with the territory's policies. Congratulations.
She's going to do the badge and field. I'm hoping the little guy's going to let me hold it.
Oh, he just, oops.
Look at this. I love it.
She's-
Yeah, let her go. Let her go.
She's
She's
ready-
fine.
She's
Yeah.
ready to be sworn
That's
in.
awesome, yeah.
Do you have a
Keep an
book?
eye on the mayor for me, right there, honey. Right, keep an eye on him. Uh-huh.
Why not, right?
You know how to hold those little ones like that, Tomer?
Got 6 grandbabies. Doing?
Just gotta read your book, Joe.
Eric, can you get a picture of that? I don't have, my phone's playing. I don't know what it is.
Oh, my heavens.
There you go. Ow.
Take a picture of that?
So if you guys want family pictures, this is probably a good time to do it.
He's like, no way.
Ready? What's her name? Ava.
I assume we're gonna give these pictures to the Times Union and they free. Normally they're here.
Sure. Yeah. You run the seal. Yeah, I'll leave mine on there. Another one here, so let's get that going. All right, Kyle, bring your family up.
This is mayor's seat.
All right, not one, but 2 new firefighters today. Doubles our pleasure and again, the honor of welcoming you and thanking you for your commitment and recognizing all the training and where you're at in your career and ready to go full boat into the fire territory service. So, Kyle, if you'd raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Kyle Martin,
I, Kyle Martin,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Indiana,
and that I will commit to faithfully discharge my duties
and I will commit to faithfully discharge my duties
as a firefighter of the Warsaw-Wayne Fire Territory
as a firefighter of the Warsaw Wayne Fire Territory.
to the citizens of the territory.
To the citizens of the territory,
I give my commitment
I give my commitment
to fulfill this position
to fulfill this position
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
both promoting and protecting
both promoting and protecting
with the best interest of the Warsaw-Wayne Fire Territory
the best interest of the Warsaw Wayne Fire Territory
in accordance with the territory's policies.
in accordance with the territory's policies.
Congratulations.
come here. Hi, Pumpkin. All right.
Be careful. All right. All right. Let's, if you guys want to move over in front of the seal, we can get the pictures. All right. Congratulations.
Do we want to get a picture of just the two firefighters with the board and the mayor? The board member.
Chief, your books
Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
looks like he's from the whole.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you all.
Mayor, thank you.
That has worked out. Thank you. See ya. All right.
Aaron or Whitney, could you guys send me your pictures? Because there's a reporter that asked for some photos. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
All right. Well, that's, again, always an honor, and it's a real pleasure to see our new firefighters with their young families, and appreciate them taking their time to come today in this very important time in the careers of their spouses. So thank you all. All right. Let's move on to new business. First item of business is the Zoll Medical Corporation maintenance contract. This was approved at the Fire Territory Board by that board on January 5th. So, Chief?
If you remember, K21 Foundation purchased the Zoll monitors for us through Turkey Creek Fire Territory. This is a preventative maintenance agreement with Zoll, who manufactured them. They'll come in yearly and do the required maintenance to them. Whenever there's a recall or something that they come up with an issue with them, they'll come back and they'll redo that. The uniqueness to this is it's a third party. It's the manufacturer that's doing a service check. So if there is an issue down the road with a reading or a shock, they're responsible. So we went to the territory board to go with this, and we're asking the Board of Works to approve this.
Questions?
No, makes sense to me. I'll make a motion, we accept the agreement.
Second.
All right, any further questions or discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye,
Those opposed? All right, thank you.
thank you.
All right. Next up, Larry, I see Larry's on. Larry, do you want to present the contract with Wayne Township?
Yeah, this is our annual contract with Wayne Township for the amount of $75,000 to provide parking and recreation for the residents of Wayne Township. This is the same amount as in 2020. I would ask that we accept this contract.
All right. Any questions?
I move to accept.
I'll second that.
All right. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye,
Those opposed? All right, thanks, Larry. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Item number 3, building and plan. This is a pay application for the Anchorage Road engineering. Jeremy, are you there?
I am. This is pay application 16. It's part of our 80/20 NDOT grant for the Anchorage Road project. We're still in engineering. So the pay application fee is $40,374.40, being paid out of edit, and 80% of it will be reimbursed to us from the NDOT grant. We'll keep moving along on the project. I'm hoping to have the right-of-way acquisition contract before you probably in the next 2 weeks.
All right. And Jeremy, just as a reminder, when do you anticipate roughly this project going to construction?
We're hoping that we'll get everything done the right way acquired to start construction in 2023.
All right. Questions?
No, move to approve.
Second?
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right. Again, Jeremy, thanks for your work on that, and I know Justin's taken over a lot of that. Any federal road project requires quite a bit of diligence and paperwork, and I know it's not easy, but I guess when they're paying 80% of it, we have to follow their rules, and as we should. So, thank you. All right. Next item is an easement. Justin?
Yeah, so we received a request for an easement on the southwest corner of the intersection of Canal and Detroit Street. So right as you enter Central Park on the east side there, they're working on a project in the park, and they would like to acquire some easement there for an electrical pole and some guy wires. So before you have the easement agreement that we would enter into with NIPSCO, I've had their engineer coordinate with Larry at the Parks Department, because we do have a parks sign there, and at Larry's request, we just wanted to make sure we didn't interfere with the visibility of that sign. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we recommend that you approve the easement contract.
All right, and just for my clarification, looking at the diagram, it appears that that easement is on the south side of Canal Street. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that would be the location of a new pole?
Yeah, a new pole and some guy wires. And they may do a secondary pole just to enhance the visibility of the sign. We just really would like to minimize those obstructions. So
Right.
we're just looking at different layouts right now.
I'm sorry, I didn't get down and look at that. Is there an existing pole there now?
No, there's no existing poles at that location at the moment.
Okay. Will the location of that pole change the course of that wire as it crosses over the park to the substation? Or will it be essentially, I guess the question is this replacing a pole in a different location?
Yeah, this is part of the NIPSCO, the work that they're doing all along 15 and through Warsaw and as it exits out. These poles will basically replace those poles that are kind of running through the middle of the park right now. And they will run down Canal Street, so this is kind of that first pole placement there.
Okay.
Joe, I might add that this gets the high voltage lines out of the Kittyland pavilion area through there too, and brings it down Canal Street like Jeremy said.
Yeah, I think that was essentially my question. I knew where those were going, and I knew they were high tension. I just didn't know how that was different, but it sounds like it's to our advantage to put this here. Okay.
Yeah, definitely to get it out. Right now they kind of run through the park, through the playground area, kind of right across the pavilion. So to get those elevators used, we just need to make sure that it doesn't interfere with anything we're doing there along Canal Street. And that's what Justin has been working with Larry on.
Okay, great. Thank you. I appreciate your help with that and answering those questions. Others?
I move to accept.
I'll second that.
All right. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right. All right, Justin, it looks like you're still up. I've got a pay application for right-of-way for the Lincoln sidewalk project.
Yeah, so before you have pay app number one, and this is for the right-of-way services contract. So even though this is services portion, you'll see these payouts start again at 1. So this is just for that acquisition of the parcels that are needed for, or actually this is for the coordination for the acquisition of the parcels needed for that sidewalk project. So the amount for that payout is $28,042.50. And again, NDOT will reimburse 80% of this payout.
Questions?
It's Jeff's district.
All right, I move to accept.
I'll second that.
All right, any further questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you. Thanks, Justin, appreciate your work on that project as well. That's going to be a great project for the Lincoln school area. And I know there's a lot of, being a federal project, there's a lot of work to that as well, and appreciate all you've done taking the lead on that project. Thank you. All right, item number 6 is taxi cab permits. I assume is
Deputy Chief Sherman?
Mr. Sherwin?
Yes. AA Taxi has made a request for 2 permits. Their vehicles are all currently insured. They have valid registrations and license plates, and their drivers are all valid. The only thing that we did not do was the vehicle inspections due to the COVID, where our mechanic would have to get inside the vehicle and actually drive it around. Those inspections will be done in the spring. I would make a recommendation for these 2 permits to the board.
So this is contingent on passing that vehicle inspection, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Questions?
Okay, go ahead.
I'll make a motion to that effect.
All right,
Second.
all right, any further questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you. And along that same lines, Fast Cab is requesting the same information, only this, it looks like there's 8 cabs instead of 2.
Yes, sir. Same thing, their vehicles are insured, their current registration, all their drivers have valid licenses, and once again, with the vehicle inspections due to COVID coming in the springtime. I would also make a recommendation to approve and request the board.
All right, and again, contingent on that inspection. You guys have any questions?
I move to grant the permits at this time.
I'll second that.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed? All right. All right, Brian, thank you very much, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Will you just come back to us when those inspections are done? There probably isn't really a need to, I would assume, unless one of those fails. Is that correct?
Yes, what happens if one of them does happen to fail, it is wrote up and he has the opportunity to replace the part or whatever he needs to do with it.
Gotcha. So you'll work through that process, and we would only be involved if at the end of the day there was a permit that was revoked, correct?
Yes.
All right, great. All right, well, thank you, appreciate it. Stormwater, this is a proposal with Lilly Center for Lakes and Streams for community education and involvement. I will preface this discussion by saying that this is one of the requirements as a MS4 community, one of the things that we are required to do, and we've got a great partner in Lilly Center for Lakes and Streams to talk about the importance of pollution control and the value of our lakes and streams. So again, we're very fortunate to have the opportunity to use Lilly to help us meet these federal requirements. So, Ryan, are you on?
That I am.
All right.
Yes, so just to preface a little bit as well, there are 3 differences for this typical annual proposed contract with the Lilly Center for Education. One is the cost variance from 2020 to 2021. It's going to be $10,000 difference. Last year it was $7,600. This year it's $17,000 due to the omission of the Lakes Festival. Then also the scope of work has changed from last year to this year's annual education contract, and with the addition of a workshop series in replacement for the Lakes Festival for this upcoming year. And then also the date of approval change. So typically, in the past, it would have been around June due to fair timing, and but we're changing it to where it's just at the beginning of the year. So while we will receive the deliverables from last year's contract and this year's contract, it's just we're changing it to January. So again, I would recommend as well as request the board to approve this contract.
Ryan, a question I have, the cost has increased because the Lakes and Streams Festival was not held, is that correct?
Yeah, so last year, in anticipation of not doing the Lakes Festival, they did not include that $10,000. So last year was $7,600. And then this year, in replacement of that, for the other entities that do this for the Lakes Festival, from ZB to Pew and us, they're doing the 2021 workshop series. So, and that's listed out there. We're going to have 5 different workshops. And so that's usually for operations and maintenance, and just operations costs for contracting out other people to come do those services, or just hours involved with that task.
All right, so again, the fact that they didn't have the festival last year, were they, and they charged us last year, but they didn't charge us for this series because what, they were going to do it at the festival? I'm confused.
No, so this is in replacement for the Lakes Festival. So in times past, we would pay $10,000. That would be our involvement in the Lakes Festival. Last year, we were charged for that in anticipation that we weren't going to be doing it for this upcoming year. And then, again, for this year, we're doing the workshop series in replacement of that.
Okay. So the Lakes Festival was fulfilling our requirement of public education, and our funds were used for that purpose. Now,
Yes.
because it's not available, we're having to provide, I guess the bottom line is there a minimum number of hours or types of training that we are required to do?
Yes, there's a minimum requirement for public involvement programs, whether it's for instance, Lakes Festival, they were involved, they were there, they were able to attend, versus education opportunities. And so workshops are a good focused way of fulfilling that requirement.
All right. Questions?
No, I'll move we approve the involvement proposal.
Second?
All right. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you, Ryan, appreciate your work on this. Wastewater, looks like we've got another grant payment. All right, this is for the grant services, right?
Correct. This is for the grant services. This is where she monitors all the payrolls and makes sure we're meeting all the requirements for our SRF grant.
So these services, are these are monthly, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are monthly, and she provides all the paperwork and documentation we need for any audits we receive to make sure that the contractor is doing their payroll how they're supposed to with the Davis-Bacon wage
Yes.
report.
Yeah,
The state mandates that, right?
right, I understand that. It seems like we see this a lot, and we're just billed monthly. It's not a fixed contract. It's for services provided, correct?
Correct. It's a monthly charge for that.
And with that project wrapping up, how much deeper do we go into the year with these requirements?
probably scheduled for February. Now, there may be a month or two where no activities are happening, because then, once it warms up again in the spring, they're gonna have to come out and do all the final grading, seeding, and asphalt work. And that probably won't finish up till, I'm guessing, in April, due to the asphalt plants opening back up.
Okay, yeah, I'm just curious. Thanks for that update. Any questions?
I move to approve.
I'll second that.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Item 10 looks like this is a payment pay-app for construction services on the same project.
Yes, this is for Cocosine for work they've performed. It's been reviewed by the engineers, by our staff, and we're recommending payment.
All right, questions?
No, I'll move to approve the payout.
Second?
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thanks, Brian. It's good to hear we're getting close to the end of that. That's been a great project for the city, and I know it's taken some time, but it sounds like things are going quite well.
Yes, they're doing well. We are excited to get to the end, though.
All right, well, thank you. All right, we've got an agreement with MedStat through HR. Jennifer, good morning.
Hi there. So MedStat, I'd like to enter it back into the agreement. We've had it for several years. They take care of our occupational health provider. They're our record keeper for any work comp claims or anything. They also help me with my DOT, Department of Transportation, drug testing compliance. They also provide the reasonable suspicion training for drugs and alcohol for our supervisors as well. Just as a note that the last increase that we had was from 19 to 20, year 2019 to 2020. That was about 5%. There's no increase from 20 to 21 for MedStat, so they held the rate.
All right. Questions?
Based on Jennifer's wisdom, I will make a motion, we accept the agreement.
Second?
Thank you.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Jennifer, I think he was serious, and I would
Okay.
agree with him as well.
Thank you, thank you.
I want to.
All right, and then you've got a change in wage or new hire update?
Yes, we just have a handful, mostly it's the police officers changing the shifts around at the first of the year. We just need to pay them for their shift differential and/or remove it if they're no longer working on those shifts. We have an individual at wastewater that obtained his CDL, so we like to compensate and acknowledge that good work for us. And we have a new hire at the Public Works Department as a mechanic.
All right, questions?
No,
I move to approve.
I'll second that.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank
Those
you.
Those opposed? All right, thank you. Lynn, you passed out a special claims report that shows payment for parking lot rent to
Correct.
the Harrises, both Phil and Maxine, and Steve and Carla.
Yep.
Questions?
No, I'll move to approve that.
Second?
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, let's move into the claims docket. There's just the one presented today. Did you all see any concerns?
I have a question for Larry, just real quick. There's a drink, I noticed there was a $2,900 and almost $3,000, a drinking fountain in Kerr Park. I was shocked to see there was a drinking fountain in Kerr Park. But what's the water source there? I was just curious.
Yeah, that's a drinking fountain that Indiana American Water has donated the funds to purchase the drinking fountain, and that will be installed in the spring of next year when the playground is installed.
Oh, good. That's good. All right, thank you. That was the only question I didn't get answered, so now I know. Did you see anything else from the docket?
All right,
Well, are we gonna do special, or no, we did the special.
Yep.
claims. All right, yeah, I'll make a motion that we approve the claims dockets.
all right. Any further discussion? George, thank you for pointing out that item related to drinking water. Appreciate that.
Yes. concern.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right. All right, thank you. I think that's it. That's the end of the agenda. Are there any other items to be brought forward?
I do not have any.
All right, anyone on the call-in have any comments? All right, well, with none, hearing none, let's ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
All right, thank you.